Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we have got yet another tutorial for your lovely faces to enjoy. Today we have got an amazing wool farm. This wool farm holds up to 8 sheep at a time. It will produce you just over 300 wool an hour, and this is more or less what that would look like. You can of course keep all the sheeps one color, or have them all different colors. It is up to you. What is lovely about this type of farm though is that you can have multiple different types of sheep in there. So rather than 16 one-celled sheep farms, you can just build 2 of these and you have got all 16 colors of wool now. Another added bonus about this is it is very light on the redstone. To power the minecart down below, we are just using a lever. And in order to activate the dispensers to shear the sheep, we're using an observer, 2 redstone torches, and 10 redstone dust. Now I am using a frog light in the center of this farm to keep it lit up so that the grass grows. You of course don't have to use a frog light. You could put a torch in there if you wanted, honestly. It doesn't matter. Any light source. Now that we have covered all the basics of this farm, there will be a full materials list containing every item that I used to build this farm down in the description below. Now, let's get into the tutorial. Alright guys, now that you've gotten all of your resources together, we can start building. So the first thing you're going to want to do when it comes to building this sheep farm is place in your storage. To do this, I'm going to remove 2 blocks in the ground, place a double chest, and put a hopper on top of one of the sides of this chest. Now what I'm going to do is grab my solid blocks, put one to the left and one to the right of this hopper, and then continue 2 blocks back, just like so. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now you've got your hopper and 2 lines of 3 blocks. Now we're going to fill this in the back, and you've just got 7 solid blocks and a hopper going into your chest. Now we are going to place in 7 rails, like so. Put your powered rail on that 8th block. You can place a lever on that solid block of which that powered rail is on and activate it. Now you can place your minecart hopper on the track and it will just start going all the way around in circles. Now we can add the grass. We are going to place a piece of grass just above every single rail, just like so, so you have a donut of grass. We are going to fill in the middle, place a glass block above that central block of grass. This does have to be glass, otherwise that grass block will turn to dirt, which completely defeats the purpose. Now we can place grass blocks one further all the way along each side of this 3x3, leaving the corners out. On the back of your farm, do not place a grass block in the middle because that is where our observer will go. You can now place a block of glass above every single one of these grass blocks we just placed. Now we can go ahead and add our redstone. So at the back of the farm, where you have gotten your open area, where a grass block would have been, you can place your observer facing in to one of the grass blocks that your sheep will be standing on. Behind that observer, have a solid block. Put a redstone torch on top of it, another solid block, another redstone torch, a solid block on top of it and to the left, and then you can put redstone dust on top of that solid block there, like so. Now you can take your glass out, put one on top of your observer. You can take all 12 of these pieces of glass around the outside of your farm and make them 2 tall, just like so. You can place your light source on top of that glass block in the center of your farm, and now it is time to put in the dispensers. From your light source, place 2 blocks on top of it. You can remove the first one. You will fill in this entire 3x3 area of solid blocks, just like so. Break one, drop inside your farm, and place it back. Now we will place a dispenser facing down on this 8 block ring of solid blocks, like so. So when you're inside the farm, it looks like this. Now you can just remove 2 glass blocks to exit your farm and place them back. Now when you return to the top of your farm, you can remove all 9 solid blocks, just like so, and place a piece of redstone dust on top of every single dispenser. Now you can put a pair of shears inside each dispenser. Now that all of your shears are in, place another 11 blocks of grass on top of each glass block surrounding your dispensers, leaving the corners out just like so. Now your farm is technically done. All you have to do is add your sheep. Now if you're in survival, this may be a little tricky, but for me in creative, I'm just going to remove one of these glass blocks and start placing sheep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going to place that block back. This farm can only have up to 8 sheep in it because a dispenser can only shear 1 sheep at a time. Should you add more than 8 sheep, it's just gonna make a mess and it won't work. And as you can see, we already have 15 blocks of wool. Now feel free to dye these sheep any color you like so you can obtain all the different colors of wool. Anyway guys, that is going to be it for the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it to this point in the video, please consider subscribing. You guys don't know how much it means to me when I see that subscriber count go up. Anyway guys, this has been Mr. Gaming Aquatic, and I will see you next time. Bye!